So what's good with the YouTube? Y'all know Big Flacco with a convict's perspective, and I'm gonna smash, dash, slide on through with that little bit of energy. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support this channel, and hit that bell notification for future our content. So I just seen something that the hater world exposed Flacco, right, for a DM I sent him. What was it? Maybe about 6 months ago, 8 months ago. I don't know when it was. 4 months ago, 5 months ago. You know, this is kind of funny because around that time, I think I had addressed this to people as far as some of the channels that I liked. And I said I liked the hater world, even though he had an opinion on dropouts. I didn't mind as long as he was transparent. To be honest with you, he's not exposing nothing at all. Because since then, his actions have changed. He went and jumped on that, what do you call that, what's that mentality they call it? The mob mentality, you know what I'm saying? Jumping on other people. I mean, using a text message or message that's like, what is it? It's literally fucking old as fuck, right? 4 months, 6 months, right? This is what I don't get, right? So because I sent you that message, which at the time I meant everything that I said. Everything I said in that message, I meant, okay? Since then, I've seen different things from the way he dealt with Sonny, to the way he talked on Pocho, the way he talked on Gold-Toes. I have a different perspective of the Vato now, okay? So he's really not exposing anything. At one time, I thought maybe he was potentially a channel that was going to be unbiased regardless, even if he didn't like Northerners. I thought he was going to call it like he's seen it, right? But there was a few things that I seen that I noticed he was basically riding people's coattails, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And when I started to see that, I withdrew from it. I still gave him a chance, but when I started to see certain things, I don't like that type of behavior. I don't support that behavior. I do not support an individual who thinks he's superior to everyone else, right? And has a mob mentality, except for those that he rocks with. I mean, Hater, I know you can come a little bit better than that, though, man. Because, I mean, you are, I got to give Hater credit, man. He is very crafty at his craft. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it 100, though. I don't like the things he's been doing lately. I don't respect it. You know, I don't respect the way he handled that shit with Gold-Toes, you know? The North Daniels are coming. The North Daniels are coming. You guys see what they're doing? Active War Stories had me rolling with that one. But, yeah, man, you know, I'm one of those ones where I'm always trying to be respectful in this type of field, right? Regardless if you want to talk to me or not, anybody, right? I'm not going to be one of those ones that's just going to attack somebody just because you don't like my choices, you don't like what I represent. If you're impartial towards everybody and you give everybody that same type of energy, then cool. But when you don't, that's when there's an issue. When you start doing frivolous things, when you start spinning narratives, when you start having that mob mentality, I'm not cool with that shit. So at the time when I wrote that message to him, I meant everything I said in that message. You know, no one's exposing shit. I put that on one of my videos. I should go look through the video and see which one it is. I've mentioned that several times, right? Sometimes when you're hearing people talk, right, their podcasts, it could be like seasons. You could be liking someone for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, everything that they do, right? And then people have fallen out. Next thing you know, they don't like the person and they don't like their get down, right? Over the last 6 weeks, my whole perspective of him has changed a little bit. Maybe he's got what you call the YouTube syndrome, right? Which happens. People start to get big-headed. They start to step outside of their normal zones. They forget where they come from. And they start to go at people unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? They start to attack people they don't need to attack. Right? We've seen it all the time. People come in, they have 100 subscribers, they're very humble, they're going to do this and do that. Next thing you know, they get a couple thousand, they're on a hot streak, their whole fucking demeanor changes. Maybe that's what's going on with Hater World, right? But anybody that thinks that that's an exposure, come on, man, that's some weak-ass shit. That's some funny style shit, man. And that just goes, man. I mean, sometimes I start to think people don't have no fucking content sometimes, man, like as far as their own content, their own stories. It's cool to do reactions. You know, I do reactions. I have a reaction channel, right? It's also cool to hear about what you've done, what these individuals, what Haters World's done, what all these other channels have done. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to do, man, but at least when you're doing a reaction and exposure, come on, don't make it something like this fucking petty like this, man, because this is kind of funny style to me. And I heard it this morning, and I fucking laughed when I heard someone say it, but I didn't take it that serious. So yeah, people nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say it again. If he gets back to how he was running that channel, I guarantee you there's a lot more people that are going to come back to him. How many of you guys in the comments that are listening right now used to feel the same way I did about Blue Devil, right? Haters World, and have now changed? I know there's a lot of channels that have said the same thing that I've said because I've had those conversations with people. So, come on, man. Come on, Blue Devil. Come on, Haters World. You know what I'm saying? This was a little bit kind of this was a reach, bro. Just like your story with Gold Toes, the conspiracy that Gold Toes was taking over LA and shit and stealing Jenny's 69 and all this crazy conspiracy shit you had. That was a stretch too, bro. This is a stretch, homie. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, this is just a quick response, quick reaction, man, to what the Hater World's exposure and all this shit. It ain't exposing nothing, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would if I would go back to the time that I wrote that DM to him, I'd write the same thing to him again because this is how I felt at the time. I'd be fake. And there's nothing wrong with how I felt at the time. A lot of people felt the same fucking way I did. A lot of people changed the way they felt about the dude, man. That's keeping it 100, man. Anyways, man, this is just a quick address, man. Good attempt. Thinking that you were exposing something, but you really weren't, man, because there's nothing to expose there. That's it. Your boy Flacco with Convicts Perspective. I'm out.